I'm about to get flogged, y'all. She's gonna flog me. Well, y'all, several people asked me about the German cucumber salad that I made, and I promised that I would give the recipe next time I did a video. Well, I already had a video in the works, but this video, I'm going to give you that recipe. So one thing that you will need though is the German seasoning. And really, it's just a dill seasoning, but you can see that it is dill Kräuter made by Knorr, and you can get that from Amazon. And I buy it in packs of 5 because I absolutely love the stuff. Now, it looks like the package is smaller than what I remember when I got it in Germany. So you can kind of season it to taste. Also, and I'll show you this, but you can add a little salt and bring out the flavor a little bit better, or you can choose to just eat it like it is. But let's start with peeling some cucumbers. I'm just going to do 3 or 4 regular sized cucumbers. So I'm just going to kind of skin them here on the table. Now, the thing about the big cucumbers that most people just slice them, take out the seeds, and make pickles with them. You can still use these in recipes. It just depends on how you want to cut the cucumber. So I can show you that. Okay, so now I'm just going to slice these cucumbers, and you can slice them in this direction if you have smaller cucumbers. If you have the bigger cucumbers that you normally wouldn't do anything with, I always take off the ends because the ends tend to make them bitter. But you can slice it down the middle, and you see there's like a lot of seeds in there. And I just kind of use the actual cucumber part minus the seeds and take out as many seeds as I can. So then you can slice them like you want to slice them. And it doesn't matter what shape the cucumbers are in, they are going to be just as delicious as if they were the round ones, because they're cucumbers. So again, we took out some seeds, and you can have seeds in there, it doesn't matter. I have a garbage can down there is the reason you see me raking stuff to the right. And this one did not have a lot of seeds in it, so I just did it in the rounds. All right, I'm going to put these back in my colander bowl here until I get the good mixed up. I can be a messy cook. All right, the recipe only calls for a few things in it, and one of them is 3 tablespoons of water, then 3 tablespoons of any oil of your choice. I'm going to use olive oil. 1, 2, 3 and 3 tablespoons of white vinegar. Now, if you don't want to use white, you can use white balsamic. You can use the dark balsamic, and I do like the flavor of the dark balsamic. It's very strong, so I do use it occasionally. Now, I've also seen some people use mustard in here and sugar in here. I don't personally, but if you choose to do that, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to use my little handy dandy spatula here because I want to get all the goods from the side of the bowl. All right, the next thing that we want to use is the sour cream. So we're going to use a 1/2 cup of sour cream. So I've just kind of got my little 1/4 cup measuring cup here because my 1/2 cup is in the dishwasher. And y'all, I like sour cream. That's what's going to make it good and creamy right there. And we're going to give that a quick stir. We're going to put in that pack of the dill seasoning. And it is looking so good, y'all. Got to get it incorporated really good. Let's marry those flavors. Okay. As I'm stirring, I'm also kind of mashing the sour cream particles that want to stay big and making them cream. Now, I do like a little extra salt. I'm gonna put a little extra salt in there. You don't have to. It's just my preference because I like salt on cucumbers. So now we're just gonna stir these cucumbers around. Now there'll be a lot of liquid come from the cucumbers, and that's exactly what you want. That just means the flavor's getting in there. And what we're gonna do with this is, once we get it all mixed up, we're gonna put a little covering over the top. We're gonna put it back in the fridge and let it chill, and it's gonna be good. Make sure everybody's covered in it. All right, y'all. There we go. German cucumber salad, or Gherkensalat. Well, look at here. So my little naked neck hen was sitting in this box, and honestly, I just, I'm about to get flogged, y'all. She's gonna flog me. It's okay. She was sitting in that box, and apparently she has hatched some babies, because I thought the eggs would be rotten. Honestly did. It's been so hot. But apparently, she's quite the little mama there. Okay, so I'm gonna let your babies down in the stall with you. They're all little naked necks, look. Here, come get your babies. Come get your babies. Alright, I'll just have to, y'all, I know the camera is like everywhere, but there's your babies. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is bring some chick starter and water in here, and I'm just gonna let her raise them in here for a little bit because she seems to be a good mother. She's feeding them the eggshells. She's calling them, she wants them back in that box. They're not gonna get back in that box, sweetie. There's no way. They're little. You gotta get down. She said, but there's still one egg. Let's see if it's going to hatch. I don't believe it will. It's already cold. Yeah. I don't believe it'll hatch. But 4, she hatched 4, y'all. Wow. Well, I wasn't planning on having to feed more baby chickens, but here we are. So, as of now, you probably know that I was surprised in the barn by the little Seabright naked neck and her 4 babies. Now it looks like that she might have gotten topped by the white rooster that is supposed to be Isa Brown Roo, but who knows? Who knows anymore what I've got? But she definitely had 4 little chicks. So what I did is I've got feed here. It's medicated feed that I bought for those babies to, because of all the rains and everything going on, you know, I just wanted to kind of prevent against coccidia, and so I got them some medicated feed. Now, I'm going to turn the camera around because you got to see this. I literally just fed everybody before I came into the house and took a shower. I'm fresh out of the shower, already gotten done eating dinner, and they're all waiting for me at the gate. Every one of them. And they have feed in a feeder, and they've been fed twice today, some scratch, and they think I'm going to feed them again. I'm not feeding them again. Woo, I hear the cows yelling. Let me try to get in this gate. Look at those guineas. Those little noisy guineas. They're right there with the chickens. And like I said, you would think that I have not fed them today. But they have been fed twice today, and they have feed in their feeder. I think they're all just spoiled. So there is Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and Gus and Marianne. And they're always up under my feet too. Look at that baby. Look at that baby out here. Hey, sweetheart. Now, she's already had her supper too. But that doesn't stop her from coming up and hanging out. All right, move, little guineas. Those guineas are kind of tame to be guineas. All right, y'all go to the barn. Y'all go to the barn. You can tell that I hatched those guineas in an incubator because they're not as They're not as scared as most guineas, I guess. They're like under my feet. What was that, the Pied Piper that had all the mice behind him in the fairy tale? I'm the Pied Piper of chickens. Y'all gotta move, and one lonely cow. She's knocking me down. Sweetness. Let's go see those baby chicks while I can still make it to the barn. Oh, come on, Helen. Can y'all see her under there? She is under the milk stand. Remember, she had them up there, or hatched them up there, and now she's got them under the milk stand. She is a mean mama. She will flog me. It looks like another chicken has laid an egg in here. You're not gonna sit on that one. Let's give them a little grain. This area right here is where she likes to feed those babies. So I've been just kind of pouring it out here on the ground. Yes, I'm not putting it in a feeder yet because she's teaching them to scratch for it. So I let her scratch, and then before I turn them out into the nasty area outside, I will put it in a feeder. I gotta add some water to that. Look at that, y'all. Can y'all see that? All those chickens are looking at me. And one lonely cow. Hey, Helen! Oh, y'all are so funny. What you see, Helen? Helen, you've already eaten your supper. You can't have more. You can't have more. I love you. I love you, Helen. All right. Let's go check on Miss Laura, because this morning Miss Laura was cutting up. So Huey, Dewey, and Louie are around here. But this morning, Miss Laura was cutting up, and she was becoming very vocal. She might be trying to call those boys. Speaking of boys, hey, sweetheart. Speaking of boys, yeah, I love you, yeah. Ireland, are you gonna let me pet you? Huh? Yeah, you are. Ireland is becoming quite the little pet lately. Hey, Ireland. Hey, buddy. All right, I see some flies getting back on you. I don't know why they're attracted to black cows, but I've got to definitely get your cattle curtain in here in this side. Yeah, I know. I need to get their cattle curtain in here in this side. If this is the side I'm going to leave them in, I'm just not sure, because let me tell you what's going on. Friday, Caden is coming to work, and we are going to be putting the wire on the pasture over there next to where the goats are and the gate. So we'll be able to swap pastures over there. Now, which brings me to the next phase of our fencing is going to be fencing in the pond area. Once we get that done, that gives me 2 more pastures. So these 2 pastures over here with the mini barn, I can rotate goats over there. The thing that I need to do the most is rotate cattle. I'm still not able to put Helen and the boys in the same pasture, simply because the boys will hurt Helen. She doesn't know how to get away from them when they try to ride her. And last time it was awful. It took a little skin off her legs, and it scared me tremendously. So we're not going to do that right now. Now, y'all see this? I can't go anywhere and do anything because I'm surrounded. I'm surrounded by geese, chickens, turkey, normally emus. I've got them locked up right now. Dogs, cows, goats. If I go over there, just can't go anywhere. I wouldn't have it any other way, though. I see you, Oakley. Once I have the pond fenced in, then that gives me an additional pasture. So I think when I put the boys in here, I can put Helen and the emus in the pond pasture. Or vice versa, I could put the boys in the pond pasture. But I do know that these geese, they're going to the pond pasture. I still have not been able to catch the coyote. He comes about 3:30 in the morning every morning. Well, sometimes he skips a night, but we're still trying, and I think he's been caught before. I think he's the one that my neighbor caught, and he possibly got loose because he's very, very smart. He'll mess up eventually, and I'll get him, but he's very, very smart, and it's just, he's been difficult to catch. So the geese have been having to stay inside the pasture at night. And y'all, look at those little guineas. Are they not the best? I'm really liking the guineas, y'all. I don't know why I thought I was not going to like the guineas, and I may end up not liking the guineas, but right now, I like them. They're catching all the little bugs. Look at that. Those are sweet babies. Gus, I felt it when you hit my leg too, by the way. I felt that. You don't have to hit me. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Where's Marianne? Marianne is staying back there. These two are fighting. I don't want to say that he has the potential to be mean. But y'all, he has the potential to be mean. I was in there earlier today cleaning his water, and look at him. He's putting up a stance against Ireland. He's a hot mess. Go, Marianne's calling you. That was kind of weird. Hey, my Helen. Hey, Helen. I love Helen. Well, that was different. Never know what you're going to see when you come to the barn. Maybe a mean bull. I think he has the potential to be mean. I really do have to get Dr. D to look at him though, because he's very hormonal. And I need to have him looked at. Ooh, you're a hot mess, ain't you? All right. So, at the pond, we're going to fence in around the wood line all the way to the driveway over there and join it to this fence here. That way, when we open the gate in between, we can transfer animals back and forth. Now, the emus have been really wanting to get in here. So honestly, ooh, that frog scared me. Honestly, I think that's why the snakes have been coming over here, because all those frogs. But honestly, I think that the emus, I don't know, because I may just put the bulls over here. But either way, the bulls will have to be separated. I'll make up my mind. Y'all, I know I'm back and forth on it, on who's going to get the pond pasture. But I do know that Nellie and the goats will have access to all that mess over there, because they've pretty much cleaned up that pasture now. And once we get them over, I can fertilize that pasture and get it back with good grass, like is here in the pond pasture. You see how thick that is? They're gonna love it over here. Definitely gonna love it over here. Well, y'all, I just wanted to show y'all that my little surprise in the barn, they are doing extremely well. And I'm keeping them fed and watered in a stall to keep them away from all the other chickens, to keep them safe. But it won't be long before I'll turn them out. Right now, I just want her to be able to protect them and the babies not get picked on, and then I'll turn them out with the rest of the flock. But what a surprise, huh? I mean, I'm excited. They may end up with a very good friend of mine, because she really likes the naked necks. And I believe that those naked necks are going to be a little bit bigger than the ones that I have. So they will probably be really pretty birds. So I'm thinking about just blessing a friend with those chicks. But I'm going to let her raise them first, because they are hers. She hatched them fair and square, which I never thought the eggs would hatch, but they did. So now there's 4 little chicks. Once she gets them up and she kind of weans them off a little bit, then I will talk to my friend about and see if she wants them or not. But, whew, this grass is thick and soft out here. Don't y'all just love a good green, grassy, shady spot that in the summertime that just, it's beautiful. I could just sit out here and look at the pond all evening if it weren't for those rattlers. Y'all farm on. So this is what happens when food gets up under a trough. Moody has figured out how to just raise it up and get what he wants. And there's some nice grass. He says the grass under there needs trimming too while he's at it. Let it down, Moody. Oh, he's gonna push the block back over. Let it down, Moody.